Will we see Martin the Warrior in Fortnite? Will we see a Redwall theme park? I don't know, but Netflix has the rights to the entire Redwall series, and this is a really big deal, especially for people interested in forming a special connection with their children through reading. This is a really big deal, and let me go into the details behind it. If you clicked on this video, you probably already know that Netflix has bought the rights to make a Redwall movie, and not just the Redwall movie, they're going to be doing a TV series. They have the rights to the entire 21 book Redwall series. This is the first time that a company has all the rights to the entire Redwall book universe, whatever we want to call it. And people are, justifiably excited about what that's going to mean for creating Redwall content on Netflix. But I think people are shooting too low for what this actually means, because the name of the game in content nowadays is just entire universes where you can interact with these universes. Think about Marvel. Marvel is really just the shining example of this. When the Marvel movies came out, the Marvel Cinematic Universe came out, there was this world where the characters were interacting with each other, but then it went even deeper than that. You could interact with these characters at theme parks. Nowadays, you can go to Disney and participate in the Marvel Cinematic Universe at Disney. You can play Fortnite with Iron Man. The Galactus event in Fortnite was one of the biggest events on Fortnite. It's expanding to the TV shows too. Look at what's happening with WandaVision. What an amazing series that's going on with WandaVision. It's going to be followed up with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So right after that, you're going to see Loki. You have so much content that you can experience in different ways, not just through film and cinema. You're seeing it on TV, you're seeing it in theme parks, you're seeing it on games. That is the name of the game for content nowadays, is having intellectual property that you can expand to different markets. Disney is killing it here, and Netflix is just way behind the ball on this. Look at all of what Disney has. Disney has the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which they are just pumping out TV shows and movies for, right? It was like 23 movies over 10 years to get to Endgame, and now they have even more ambitious plans for the next 10 years. Star Wars, where you had the 9 main movies plus a couple of spin-offs. Now you're getting TV shows like The Mandalorian, you're expanding Clone Wars, you're getting way more TV shows as well on Disney+. Nintendo has a ton of intellectual property like Pokemon, Zelda, Mario. They're building theme parks based on these. You have Pokemon Go, where you can interact with augmented reality versions of this game. You have tons of different ways to interact with the intellectual property with Nintendo. Netflix does just not have these kind of things. They don't have immersive multi-channel experiences with their content. They are known for a couple of really big shows, the must-see TV like Stranger Things, Tiger King at one point, but you don't interact with that content in any other channel. Netflix isn't expanding the storytelling through other channels, and this is a real weakness for Netflix. They know that they need intellectual property that they can build off of to create a more engaging, immersive experience. And I see the Redwall series as their big move towards this. Redwall has a loyal fan base, right? You're watching this video because you love Redwall. You remember that Redwall was so entertaining when you were a kid. Is it still good nowadays? Like now that you've grown up? I did a review on that where I read the first book with my son and I reviewed whether I thought the book was still good. You can go check that out. But Redwall and the entire universe of Redwall is underutilized right now. So many people love the Redwall universe. So many people remember Martin the Warrior, the Long Patrol, and yet there's no way for us to interact with that outside of the books. Netflix is now offering another channel on which you can interact with that content, and that's going to be through a movie and a TV series. You can bet that their plan is to create more movies and TV series with this, but I think that they're trying to look at Redwall as an opportunity to expand what they can do in the market, that they're going to start operating other channels, like maybe video games. Probably not a theme park, but I don't think it's out of the realm of possibilities when you look at what Disney has done with Marvel, Star Wars, what Nintendo is doing with their content. maybe a theme park 10 years down the line. But the idea is to leverage a strong fan base for a piece of content that can then become a keystone to Netflix multi-universe strategy, right? Like, this is a really big deal. It's the next step in media. So what does that mean for people like you and me who want to create rich experiences with their children through reading? Well, this is really good news because the Redwall movie and the TV series that are going to come out on Netflix are going to be the gateway to the Redwall universe. They're going to be engaging content. I'm pretty sure Netflix is going to pour a lot of resources into making sure that this content is as good as it can be. Kids can watch this content and then they're going to want something more. They're going to be used to interacting with that content outside of the movie or the TV series. And right now, the only avenue for that is to dive into the books. And the good news is there is so much available in the books. Look at other popular pieces of content like Hunger Games. If you go and see the Hunger Games movies, there's 4 of them. You watch them, you're like, wow, that was good. I really want to go read the books. You have hit everything, right? Like, though the books are not much more expansive than the movies, you're not going to really dive into that universe. There's no way you're going to be able to cover the content from Redwall that's contained in the books in just a movie and a TV series, right? The good news is that gateway on Netflix is going to open up the entire world of Redwall, where there's legends, there's mythology, there is a whole system of mysticism here in the Redwall universe. That's the only place that you're going to have access to that. And you're going to be quickly rewarded for investing yourself into that literature. So this is really good news because it's going to have a quick payoff of seeing the movie and then this really big long run payoff of just immersing yourself in the Redwall world. I think kids are going to be all over this, and it's going to open up tons of opportunities to read with your children. We've been going through the series. I've done Redwall, I did Mossflower and Matimio. I reviewed those. I'll put those up here. And we're on Mariel of Redwall right now. We've got so many books ahead of us, and my son has loved it every step of the way. Opening up more children's eyes to the world that's available in Redwall is going to open up more opportunities for you to create those relationships with your children as you read with them. So I think you should be excited about this. I think there's a lot of potential that's coming on here. Let me know what you think is most exciting about this Redwall and Netflix announcement. Tell me in the comments below. And also be sure to check out these other videos on Redwall. We will see you next time on Dads Who Read.